Good morning, good morning. Happy Tuesday. How is everybody? Hopefully all this is working correctly. Looks like it is. Good morning, everybody. Hello, No Mercy. Hello, Chris. Hello, Steve. Happy Tuesday. Actually, it is cold in here. I'm gonna grab my blanket. 1 second. It is so cold this morning. It's definitely a blanket day. Matilda, hello. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, so I did quite a bit off camera. All this is detailed now, except for a little tiny area we're going to do right now. And then I added in a little 2-lane highway piece just along this back side to create, and trucks are using it, which is great. Just so that way there's like another connection here, which I think is really helpful, especially with all the industry traffic. So people are using it. So that's all sorted. There's just this little corner here. I need to put some trees in. So let's do that real quick. And then I thought today, I mean, we'll see what all we get into, but I was thinking today would be, it would be good to get in the post sorting facility. So figure out a good road layout for traffic. And because we don't have that in yet, and it's such a big traffic generator, and I thought that would be a good one kind of to get sorted out and add in, especially now that we have our airport. I don't know if you guys can hear Anna drinking her water right here. She's too funny. I'm in the middle of a bit of a cleaning and decluttering project, so her water bowl's in a different place now. So it's right near her. So I don't know if you guys heard that or not. The stream generally might be slightly silent. Could turn up both you and the music. Okay, good to know. Okay, let me go over here. Thank you. Let's turn this up a little bit. And let's turn this up. And let me know how that is. Hopefully that improves it. If need be, I'll turn it up a little bit more. Let me know. Yeah, Anna drinking water, exactly. Yeah, I definitely don't want it to be too quiet. Oh, that's right. I left this open. We have a little space back here. We could do a little tiny community park situation. Let's just grab, let's grab this and let's grab one of these. Let's do the little playground. And yeah, I like the gazebo. That's a good one. Oh, is this going to be too far away from the road? Probably. Yeah, that's okay though. Oop. We got the little playground there, so that's fine. Do a little tree and then leave a nice little open area there. Okay. Think that's good. Let me know if you need to turn it up more. Like I said, I'm in the middle of this kind of declutter and organization project. So I did move my desk and so my setup is slightly different. So a lot of things got moved yesterday, and so just making sure that's good. Okay, so with our mail post sorting facility, I was thinking, because that's going to need to be, let me think about that. Large truck collect mail from local post office and take it to ports of their mail stored into batch deliveries. Okay, so let's take a look here. I mean, I was thinking of putting it over here, but that's not really like the middle of things. Not that that really matters. Yeah, it doesn't really matter, does it? Okay, yeah, let's figure it out anyways. I like that this is close to a highway connection. So I think that makes sense if we were to put it just off the highway. Hi, Anna. Anna drinking water will be the next interwebs ASMR sensation. Do you hear that, Anna? You're going to be an ASMR sensation. Okay, go lay down. Yeah, let's see. How big is this building? Okay, it's not too big. Yeah, we want to... because it does generate quite a bit of traffic. But if we did from here... and if we went ahead and pulled through this 3-lane road, is it this one? Oh yeah, that's 6-lane. Yeah, so 3 on each direction. Yeah, if we continued that there, we do not need a light here. Could do like a little yield sign there. Well, it's nice to see everyone. I hope everyone is having a good start to their week so far. I'm probably going to want this to be an asymmetric for sure. Yep, like so. And then we can flow into a regular road here. Kind of want to do a nice little curve here into there like so. And I do kind of want to set up a, oh, that's the thing. If there's a nice little one-way system, that's going to be really good for traffic. So I think what we do is just grab if we just grab a one-way road here. just to help keep traffic moving really smoothly. Actually, let's have them come in this way and then go out that way. Yeah, I think that's going to help keep things nice and organized. Toss in a little additional parking, and then let's come into here. Let's grab a 3x4. Yeah, one of these nicer buildings there. Mark that historical. Yeah, that looks nice. I think those look nice together. And then I think what I'll do here is just, I just want you going that way. You can go that way. Okay. I think that works pretty well. We have this 3 here. It doesn't actually make sense to, this should just be this all the way down to there, actually. Yeah. Okay, cool. Very happy with that. Hello, BL. Welcome on in. All right, let's just get a little surface painter here. Lovely. Yeah, that's going to be very helpful with traffic for sure. I'm just going to grab the little industry 1U road. Can I get that to fit there? No, that won't. I don't need it to either. That's fine. Okay. I think what we can do is grab the cute little plazas here. Grab these. Center them up a bit. That's nice. Sometimes City Skylines is so weird. Like, really, there's not a lot of cars that should be coming into this area. I just find it really interesting. Postal trucks in use. Well, we've got lots of post offices in the city. I'm sure it's just going to take a while. And we haven't really built out this side of town. Well, we have, but not fully over here. Okay. All right. So, that's doing pretty well over there. I wanted to look at what other factories we haven't put in yet. Kind of going off of what we were working on yesterday. So we've got the toy factory, the printing press, the lemonade factory, the clothing factory, sneaker. I think we'll do the clothing and the sneaker factory over here. I'm just going to do this for right now. Let's grab, yeah, these are pretty big. Clothing factory and the sneaker factory. Yeah, I always like putting factories along the highway here, and this is a good spot for them. So yeah, this makes me want to take this out, go into our industrial. Let's grab this. I want to go ahead and we are going to need 1, 2, 3. That's crops, plastic, animal, crops, plastic. So we're going to need 4 warehouses essentially that can service those. And then we're going to need us a unique factory for storage there. So if we think about the order of things, if we put the yeah, if we go in for the large warehouse here, maybe the medium sized. I think we go the medium size. I think the other one's just feels a bit big to me. I'm just gonna put this here. I'm gonna move this so it backs up onto here. Okay, and then if we do 4 of these small ones, yeah, that's gonna be good. Okay, let's grab this. I'm gonna come all the way to here. Change this up actually. I want to put these all back to back. Just so I can see where Needs to be a little bit. Okay, I think this will work now. Yes, perfect. Okay. All right, this is going to be unique factory products. That's like the finished finish. And I think we're going to need another one of these, honestly. Oh, should I have just done the big warehouse? No, I like having the two warehouses. Okay. It would be fun to do this one. Yeah, if we did this one facing the other way, that would give it some entrant. You guys know what I'm saying. Okay, let's just move this right here. Yeah. Whoops. Oh, and then maybe what we do is actually take this out of here. Don't actually need it. Bring that into there. Okay. We are making some progress here. So the thing I do want to do is bring this along here. And again, we're going to go unique factory products. And don't worry, we're going to make another entrance on this side as well. So that way it's not all funneling through there. All right, let me catch up in the comments here. It amused me how this game called it a printing press. Yeah. You are welcome, BL. Thanks for lurking while you're working. I appreciate that. I think Shannon's lurking while she's working. I think she said she was going to try to. Never once commuted to a press. That's funny. That's funny. Okay, so we need... Oh, here come all the post fans. Here they come. Here they come. I might actually create a different entrance here just for traffic reasons. Okay, so we need animal products, crops. Oh, we need a different storage for crops, which is fine. We need plastic. Yeah, we're going to need to get some crop storage. Oh, we need paper and petroleum. So, paper, petroleum, and then we're definitely going to need a crop storage, which is in the farming. there's the large grain silo. We can put that right there. We'll see if one's enough. Well, we might need two. We might need two. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Okay. So what I'm thinking here is creating, yeah, I think I'd like to change this up just slightly, just anticipating traffic here. So I think what I'd like to do is, let's just go with our dirt road for the moment. So yeah, just so we are having some space for different traffic, we're going to grab our asymmetrical road, and that way that goes that way. And then what we can do is grab our one-way road into there, grab our industry, and this can be, oh, actually we should make this, well, this is what we should do. That should be a road in and out. Of course, that doesn't want to upgrade, which is fine. We're just going to back you up a little bit. Fix you with move it. This makes me want to separate this connection here. Just so we are keeping things a bit more separated for traffic reasons. I think that's going to be good. And actually we can put some other buildings back here potentially. We will see. Hello, Riley. Welcome on in. Oh, no worries. I'm glad you're here to say hi for however long you can be here, and I hope you have a good appointment today. I know that cannot be fun in any way, shape, or form. Okay, so then what I can do here, let's get rid of these. I want to move this. Yeah, that should work out really well. It's a bit longer. Okay, and then actually, I'm gonna move this. Take this out for a moment. We are gonna move this right into here, like so. Actually, let's move this here. Okay. And then what I would like to do is also create a, I'm gonna get our 1U road here and create a, nice little additional pass through. Yeah, I think that's going to be good for traffic. Yeah, because I just want to keep this to the postal situation because that does generate a lot of traffic. And yeah, this is good. And then we can, oh, we've got to fix this though. If you're, I want to change this up. If you're coming in here, you would go around that way. Okay, so if you were coming in here, you could cut across here. Oh, we're making it that, so that's a one-way then. Okay, but we don't want to do that. You could cut across here for a shorter loop, but if you needed to reach these warehouses here, you would come. So that'll help with that like flow of traffic. Yes, Skylines One. Hurry, hurry, dizzy, dizzy. What a fun name. Welcome in. Yeah, we're just working on adding in some heavy hitters with traffic. We've got our postal facility, our clothing factory, and our sneaker factory. Okay, so the thing we want to add in here is the crops. So I think, oh, we need to put those back. I think I go ahead and do two. Yeah, do them right next to each other there. Those are going to generate a bunch of traffic. Let's see if we can bring these back, center them up a bit. That's going to be nice. We'll do a lot of surface painter in here. In fact, let's just grab that right now while we're thinking about it. gonna make Greg happy because we've left lots of room for some nice parking. So some of these buildings have parking, but not a lot. I think, should we just go with one big parking lot? Yeah, that might be good there. We could do some buildings in here. We can fit a nice little, well, maybe we don't actually need that. I wonder if we could fit, I mean, we could with Move It. We could tuck some parking alongside there with Move It potentially. And we can put this parking back now to where that was. I think next to this big factory, it would be good to have parking also. If we did these back to back, used a little Move It here. Yeah, that's good. All these places have additional parking too. So I think we're okay. I think we're okay with parking. Okay, so we've got all of that in place. We can hit play now. But let's figure out the other buildings that we want in here. Let's see. The thing we could do, oh, you know what we could do is grab this. And just do some lovely zoning. So let's grab the industrial evolution, and then we can just let things level up as they will, which I think will be really nice. I do want to do a little walking path there. Let's put that in. Yeah, that'll be nice to have along the back side there. Okay, let's get some nice zoning in there. Yeah, and we'll just see what develops. I'm gonna wait on this back side here. We'll wait and see. We could potentially put in a touch more parking over here. Not a bad idea. And then so far as, you guys know, I like to put in like a lunch spot. Maybe actually we do that here. Yeah, that could be good. That could be very good. Yeah, lightly modded. Yeah, so we have a couple different, so I put in the big plant over here. So we do have a little bit of a industry here. You see we have the garbage, the water, and then we've got the solar updraft here. But our big power plant or power area I did was over here. I really like using the solar plants and the geothermal plants. So this is kind of like our big. I recently added these. You can see I still need to do the fencing like I've done here just to make it look nice and sharp. But I recently added these. But yeah, we're still good on our power. But yeah. But yeah, this is Cider River. Welcome on in. No Mercy could probably give you the exact date, but I think 2026 is going to be our 3rd year on this project. Is that right? Or did we just hit our third? Well, we started in fall. Yeah. Or is this going to... Wait, how long have we been doing this? Cider River I started it, what, in October or November, right when CS2 came out. Bye, Matilda. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for coming out. So, yeah. I've been working on this project a long time. Long, long time. Well, this will be busy for a hot minute because of all the warehouses filling up. So we're going to let that do its thing. Oh, the other thing I need to think about is we are going to need like a fire and police situation as well. Maybe we do that up here. Yeah, let's look at that. Can we get this to fit in here? I feel like with Move It we could. Maybe. Maybe not. No, too tight. Too tight, but that's okay. That's all right. We can. You know, maybe I put this. Oh, actually. I like that. You have good access to the whole thing. And then what we can do is for the police will probably fit up here. Yeah, it definitely will. Which one do we want to do? I think just this plain old vanilla police station. That's gonna work just fine. Let's grab some fencing. Yeah, this traffic will start to become a bit more normal. once everything kind of fills up a bit. Okay, I wanted to go ahead and grab the basketball court and put that behind the police station. It's always nice. And I feel like this needs a little bit more parking as well. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do here is we're gonna grab the, although I know this is gonna improve with time, but we're gonna go ahead and grab, yeah, this should just be a 4-lane. Just be a 4-lane here. Oh, actually, maybe not. Maybe this should be... I'm gonna go back to what I had. Go back to what I had, and then I think what I'm gonna do is... You're just going straight. You're just going straight. There's kind of no reason to turn into the post facility from here. I just feel like there's not. Yeah, this makes me want, okay, I'm gonna change my mind again. Changing my mind again. All right. Yeah, we're gonna go 2 lanes. Okay. All right, so there's really no reason for you to turn into the post facility there. And then here, definitely this can be, you can go into either of those. Oh, this should be also a messing stuff up. And that way we can there we go. That should help sort itself out. It's just because things are filling up right now. That's why it's so busy. This is going to get way more normal with time. Way, way more normal. September 15th, 2023 was the first episode of this. Ah, thank you. So we're slowly coming up on two and a half years. Oh, wow. Yep. Oh, thanks, BL. It has been a really fun project. It has been a really fun project. Okay, my coffee has gone cold. Let's let this run for a minute. And just, you know, it's because all these things are, especially these grain things, these generate so much traffic. So let's let this kind of sort itself out. Look, it's already starting to clear up a little bit. I'm going to heat up some coffee and then we will continue on with building our little industrial area. Okay, look at that. I mean, it's busy, but we know it's going to be a busy area. So that's really great, though. Yeah, I mean, once these kind of get, yeah. Yeah, everything's moving. It's busy, but it's going to be busy. And we're going to do another entrance over here too. So this will not be the only entrance. So that's good. Okay, I'm going to slow this back down for now. All right, so I don't want parking on this. So let's take the parking off of there. No parking on that whatsoever. Okay. So that's nice. We got the little police station going there, which is good. And I've got this over here. I think I might be causing more problems with this right here. I these grain things always so much traffic. I think I might change this up a bit. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna scooch this forward here. We are gonna round this out. Let's move that back. We're going to turn these around and put them here. And I'm going to give them a little bit of space from each other, like so. And this way, this is a shorter loop there. I'm going to go ahead and continue our lovely walking path all the way down. That's going to be nice. Is that straight? Does not look straight. Center this up a little bit. I feel like that's not straight. Okay. Okay, I think this is going to, let's let this sort itself out. I think this is going to end up working a little bit better. Let's just see. Let's just see. Yeah, they will calm down. Like, they will calm down quite a bit. Is there a three-way? I wonder about kind of just giving them a bit more space right here so they're not running into each other. Just in this little part, just to keep things moving, and then they can sort themselves out from there. Yeah. Actually, we don't need that. That's a bit overkill. That's a bit overkill. I think what I need to do here is just keep these two sides from not running into each other is all. Okay, look, that's already cleared up quite a bit. Okay, that's nice. I like that a lot. Okay, I'm gonna slow this down. I actually, as much as I just went for all this, like, let's just let things zone in, I think I want to be a bit more thoughtful about these. So actually, we are going to take all of this out for a moment. I think I would like to put in the little tiny medical clinic. I feel like that's going to be important to have. So let's pop that in. Actually, maybe this goes right across from the police station. And let's give this some more room here. Just lots of room for cars to come in and pull around. Okay, that would be good. I wonder, will this... Oh, let's actually, we can move our, let's move our fire station over here. And then I think this is actually the good spot to have like a lunch spot. So what I want to do is, let's look. Oh, I need to think about a gas station too. We could probably put a gas station up here. Let's think about that. Okay, so there is the cafe that I like. Yeah, and I'm not looking for anything fancy, so I'm not going to go for the third upgraded one. I'm just going to go for this first version of this cafe here. And we are going to center this up. Back up to the clinic there. We are going to grab some fencing. And what I'm going to do here is grab Larry's lovely food truck asset, this one. And let's just line this up with here. So we've got, let's actually shift this over just a little bit so there's a little room along the fence. Okay, that's great. So we've got the food truck and the cafe. There's plenty of room for cars to drive through here, which I like. So just keeping that simple. And then I feel like we should do something a bit more with this. Maybe just more plazas, just like a repeated. Yeah, that's good. Should we do a rock on either side? That could be interesting. Okay, I like that. I know this is like such a weird place for a little park, but I really like the idea of giving the police station the little basketball court out here. Okay, this is starting to come together now. Yeah, this feels better, a little bit more spacious up there. Okay, so now we can be selective in our other industry buildings to bring in. And I think what we can do is actually go ahead and grab that little 1U road. Yeah, we can move this up to here. I'm not going to attach it because then traffic will flow through that area, but then that allows us to do some nice zoning right here. So that will be good. Okay, so now let's go into here. Let's go 4x4 industrial. Let's go ahead and mark these historical. Lovely. And then we can go like so. Actually, I think I'd like this warehouse instead. Yeah. That is nice. Okay. And we can give the fire station a bit more room out front there, which is good. Okay. I think that works. And then this is good. All right, I think what we can do here is grab let's do Teddy's Chicken. This is a good little place for a food truck back here. Another little lunch spot. Let's just do some picnic tables. Nothing crazy, just a couple. I'll just stick a little umbrella there. Just something simple there. Nothing crazy. Okay. Did I mark these historical? Yes, I did. We're looking good. So is anyone making any New Year's resolution? Do you do New Year's resolution? Have you had any time like reflecting on this past year? Anything like that? Okay. Let's do a 3x3. I know for me, I want to get back into the habit of just doing a little bit of writing every day, just for myself. Nothing to like share, nothing really specific. Just to kind of get back in the habit of it. just move it and put this right in here. This is a pretty big factory, even though we have parking here. It would be good to have all this parking back here. And it looks like there's a little entrance right there, so I think what I'm going to do is make sure that we do have enough room here to walk in between and go to there. So that's going to be good. Okay. The other thing I'm going to do for next year is try to stream 4 times a week consistently. So Saturdays, Sundays are going to stay, and then Tuesdays are permanent now, as much as, you know, unless something comes up with work that's really time sensitive. And then I'm going to do Friday after my afternoons. So it's kind of my plan. You're working towards not having to go to chemo anymore. Yeah. We're rooting for you. We're rooting for you, Riley. No Mercy says, brain is reflecting on practically everything all the time nonstop. So it's not really special for me. I feel that. I'm trying to find some new interesting books to read, but I don't know if that counts. Of course it counts. Of course it counts. Yeah, I set a reading goal for myself last year, just really loosely. I didn't make it, but I definitely read last year more than I have in a long time, so that felt really good. So like with my writing thing, like maybe it doesn't happen daily, which is fine, but I think just having a little bit of a goal there, I think, is a good thing. Okay, so let's, I kind of want to put in these two, the gas station and the car wash. This is also a very like auto looking building as well. I'm gonna fix our lighting here so we can see what we're doing. Let's mark these historical. I actually want to give these more room off the road. Actually, I think I want to put this on the, I think I want to put that in the middle, actually. Let's put the gas station over here. I'm going to give that some more space. Let's put this in the middle. And then we've got the car wash over here. Yeah. That is gonna be nice. Nice, nice, nice. And then what we can do here, I'm not sure what will go here, but we can do some buildings that back up on to this area here. Something like that. And then, oh, maybe we should do, well, let's see, where do we want the other entrance into this place? Maybe on the back side here would be good, or maybe we do something, actually, maybe we do something here. If we grab our, yeah, if there was a back entrance, they can come this way. That would work. Am I letting them? Yeah, they can go back around. Okay. I think something like that would be good. And then we've got this road here. Which we can hook into that way. Yeah, just creating some different angles here, which is good. And then, you know, what we'll do here is we'll take a pedestrian path through here with some landscaping behind the two sides of these buildings just to create, and that'll, like a little green belt will create a nice little barrier in between everything that we have going here. Yeah, I think that'll be nice. Yeah, so I think I'll just leave it like that. And then make this a little something. Maybe this is a little office park right here in this area. Things to think about for sure. Riley says, close to my goal. If it goes well, maybe just a month more. Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. Oh, sorry, Steve. That's a lot to go through, but I'm sure everything will go well. It's pretty amazing what they're able to do with modern medicine today. I think the thing that's rough is if you live in America, the amount that it costs to get that care is silly. Okay, and then yeah, we have this road here. This is our big, like, 4-lane road. If we were to bring this here, I don't need that to be a 4-lane road, but we're just future thinking here. Yeah, I think that kind of gives us an idea for this area. Yeah, I think this will be cool. Okay, let's go ahead and put in, let's actually get a nice path with some lights. And what I want to do here is have a nice little green belt behind the buildings that are going to be here. Let's actually go straight here. And we can connect up there and then connect up here. And then have something that connects from there. Yeah, this will be good. We'll do some trees back here. And it's just gonna help create like a nice buffer in between these two areas. That's good. Guess we might as well do one right here too. Okay, and then I think what I'll do is we'll kind of like well, I didn't mean it to do that, but that's fine. We'll work with that. Want to kind of start off. Maybe actually it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We'll end up blending this all in anyways. Okay. So now what I would like to do, yeah, I want to leave room for trees. So I'm just gonna do 3 by, probably like 3 by 3s here. Let's pause this for a second while I put these in here. Okay. And then on these ones, we can do some 4x4s. It's kind of a nice looking vanilla. It's kind of interesting. Okay, and then 2x3. Yeah, I like that one. Like most of the vanilla industrial is not great, but sometimes you get 1 or 2 that are really fun. Like this one's kind of a cool one there. Okay. Nice, 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 nice. Okay. Let's go back to the 4x4s here. Yeah, mix in a couple of these other styles in. Okay, let's mark these all historical now. Okay. Yeah, and then that kind of, that wraps up that industrial area. And do a lot of nice trees right through here on this back side of the green belt. And yeah, I think a little office park would be good in here. I think I actually want to not end up having that road right there. Okay, let's do some landscaping. Why not? Bye, Riley. Have a wonderful day. Hope everything goes smoothly. I don't want to like totally do one of my paths where you can't even like see through the trees to the buildings. I do want to make it you know, it's a green belt, but it's not completely packed. Like you can still see the industrial buildings along the back side. Yeah, like that. Just some light trees. I think that's going to be really nice. Okay. Still getting a hefty amount of traffic in, but everything seems to be moving pretty smoothly, which makes me really happy. Actually, don't like how that is attaching there either. That'll be another time. Okay. Yeah, this is looking pretty good. Looking pretty snazzy. Okay, so I'm thinking office park here. I think actually what I want to do is grab like a plaza. Maybe like a fun yeah, there's this sunken plaza, which I really like. This would be better if it had buildings around it though. Yeah, maybe we could make that work. Yeah, it kind of needs more space, as I would want it to be in a spot where, well, let's save that idea for another time, because we're definitely going to have another office park. Let's do something, I want a smaller, let's go into, let's just grab something smaller from here. Yeah, like the small fountain plaza. I know, very boring, but yeah, we could make this work if we did. It's not enough room here either for what I'm thinking. I could bring this out further though. I could still have this pretty far back though. Okay, let's just go like that. Let's just go like that. I think that's gonna work. Now, I want to grab what kind of office complex do we want to do here? We could do these, yeah, that's a thought. We haven't used those in a minute. The, yeah, these ones. The wall to wall. Yeah, those would look really nice. I wonder how far away from the road I can kind of get away with these. Line that up with the plaza there, and then can I make this work on this way? I mean, maybe. I don't know if the game is gonna like that or not. Looks pretty cool though. Okay, and then I'm thinking there is this one could put here. Kind of on the other side of the plaza there. Yeah, that would look cool. Okay. There's this one as well. Yeah, this one we could line up here. Yeah, that looks really nice around the plaza. It's already got all the benches outside. I think, yeah, that's really nice. Okay, and then do we have... There's also this one, which we could put in. There's this one as well. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Okay, this is good because we're getting in some high tech here as well. And we're still keeping enough open space, which I really like for the plaza. And then I wonder if some of that angled parking would fit back here, or if This is going to be too tight. Like, would this even work back here? Well, I think it will actually. Maybe. Ooh, look at that. Yeah. Okay. And we'll do the same thing. This side, just the other direction. Oh, that does not like being... Okay, so let's grab the other one then. Okay. Not bad, right, guys? Renegade, welcome on in. Hello, hello. Steve's making tacos again. Nice. I'm getting hungry. But we're going to finish this office park. Okay. Oh, yes, I know. We need workers. Let's pause this for a second. We're going to... That's what we'll do on... We'll be back here on Friday. So on Friday, I think we'll build... we need to build our housing development here. We also need to figure out how the bringing the metro in this way. The other thing that we talked about, just like big picture thinking, is maybe doing a tram or a monorail again through this half of the town. Connecting all this up maybe. So something to think about. So it would be a good spot for it. Okay. Let's come over into here and let's do... We've got this lovely block here, which is so great. So let's go into our wall-to-wall. And if we did the... because we can make all these look a little bit different. Like so. And then they still have, it's like this little strip of pavement in the middle, which is great. Oh, you know what we could do there? Actually, we could use, we've got Larry's food truck. We can put on this side, and then we could grab the bicycle parking on that side. Oh, that looks fun. That's really fun. Okay. Hey, I think that works out pretty well. Substantial office park there. And then, yeah, that's good. That's great. That's great. That's really good. Yeah, and I haven't decided what we're going to do here yet. I definitely don't want anything on this road due to traffic. I think here is landscaping, and then maybe we do landscaping here, but we could do some buildings alongside here. Okay, and then thinking about parking as well, or maybe that's what we do over here. Should we do a parking lot on this back side? Should we do a that's the thing, we could do a covered parking. Should we do that here? Part of the office park, you have your covered parking. If we did that, I kind of would like to remove these then and do a couple more buildings here. Because then this parking is for the whole office park. Yeah, I like that idea. Okay. It's happening. We're doing it. Okay, so then do we have any 2x4s? No. Do we have 2x3s? No. We just have 2x2s here, which is fine. What about in... Oh, we do have this guy. Too big, maybe, though? Yeah. Okay, let's go to here. We can do some nice, yeah. Yeah, those look nice on the corner there. These buildings are so fun and colorful too. And we could go through and make it so they all match. So it looks like one corner building. But I do kind of like the variety as well. It would look sharp if it was all one look though. Let's see. Variation 4. Variation 4. Oh, that is variation 4. That's the trees. Okay. I'm not really feeling the trees for this area. Oh, interesting. It's just changing the colors on the side, not the colors of the building. Interesting. Okay, well, we'll do those two. Yeah, I like this. This looks good. And oh, I do like this. This is such a fun design. Which one is this? This is variation 1. Okay. Oh, there's different variations for different... Okay, well, let's go with that. It matches the one we have on the other side there. Okay, that's fun. That is fun. Okay, I think then, isn't there a cute... Yeah, this little guy. This we can center up a bit more. Okay. I feel like we're filling out this space really nicely, but still leaving like lots of room, which is important. All right, let's take a look at this side. Yeah, we did that one there. We did all of those. Oh, that's kind of a cool one. We could do that here. Yeah, I feel like all the rest of these are gonna just be too tall, but that's okay. Let's see. Yeah, there are some cute little 1x1s here. That's a nice little corner piece. Yeah, just have a little variety there. Okay. I feel like this is coming together. It's a nice little office park. Yeah, I'm not opposed to doing another monorail. You know, we do have our large monorail though, but we also have a trolley and a tram. You know, we have everything else too. So I'm not opposed to doing another monorail as well. Okay, I feel like we could do another little plaza in here, something cute. Oh yeah, we do have a little flower plaza. That could look really nice. Yeah, and that can be nice and far away from the road. Okay. Let's go 2x2s. Oh, and I like these that are level 1, level 3, off the ground a little bit. That looks cool. Like so. Well, that looks kind of cool. Do the 2 sizes. Oh yeah, that's fun. Okay. I like all of that. Let's mark all of these historical. We've got a solid office park now. Yeah, and I like the parking garage. Like that's where, if you work here, you go park. And then in fact, what I think I'd like to do is make these roads a little bit nicer in here and do with the tree in the middle. We'll fix that little path there. Fix all of that. Okay, and then let's just do good old classic Young Linden is the move here. Okay, and then I think what I'm going to do is grab our regular pavement here. I'm going to go ahead and make that a pathway through there. Yeah, that's nice. Okay. And then I think we do some trees through here. Yeah, that's gonna look nice. Okay, and then I think we just do a little bit of ground cover as well. Yeah, that's nice. And maybe yeah, that looks really sharp. Okay. Very nice, very nice. We can clean this up as well. Some grasses in here. Just to create a smidge of a little bit more dense separation in between this industrial park and office space, like so. I think that's nice. Okay. Oh, that's nice. And these are nice factories too, so it's nice to have the nice office park next to it. I mean, it is a nice looking area. All this colorful buildings too. These are really fun. Yeah. And then you've got the little green belt behind, which is nice. Okay. Yeah, I do like that. I do think, should we put, kind of thinking we need a cafe or two here for lunch situations. I'm always thinking about the lunch situations. Let's go into here. And let's grab the nice version of the cafe that we have over there. Let's actually put this near the path there. Let's do a little shopping building there. That's gonna be nice. And then we can do some nice little tree detail along here. Nothing crazy, just a little something like so. Ooh, this is looking snazzy. Okay, so there's a little bit of commercial, little cafe. Let's see. What else do we want to put here? Hello, Robbie. Hello, Bobble. Not Robbie. That's what happens when I look at stuff out of the corner of my eye. Merry Christmas, Bobble. Merry Christmas to you. Happy late Merry Christmas. Hope everyone's doing well. I do like the look of this building. That's kind of fun. And then oh yeah, we could do the other cafe here on the corner. That actually is really nice. Okay. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so then actually, let's just come into there from there. Okay. Okay. This is looking very nice. I like that a lot. Let's kind of bring this up along the building here. And then right here, I do want to do a little bit more dense area right in here. There we go. Just a little bit there. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. And then I don't know quite yet what this is gonna look like, so we're gonna leave that there, and then I'm sure this will just be landscaping throughout here, so we'll leave that there for now. But we've just created all these awesome jobs, so when we come back on Friday, I think the nice thing is we have a lot of the service buildings here and whatnot, or some of them, not all of them. And then we also have some here. So I think we could do just like a good size housing development and then just figure out what little pieces that we might need. And then kind of start to blend this area in a bit more. But we've got all these jobs now, so we can fill those up. No, it's because I was telling everyone earlier, so I'm in the middle of this like declutter clean project. So my desk setup is like, it's kind of a mess right now. So everything's kind of in a different spot, but I still wanted to stream today. So where my extra screen is that has you guys where I can see in the chat is on the other side of me instead of on the where I'm used to. And then it's also a little further away. So when I glanced over, but anywho, all right, well, we can hit play now, even though most people are not happy. But yeah, so the things that we'll need to figure out on Friday is we'll put in a big housing development, but we'll also need to bring over the metro. And maybe we do some sort of metro stop in here. That way people could walk over to work here. So we could think about that. And then also be thinking about if we want to do trams or monorails in this area. And we have a train station here, so we're probably going to want another one down here as well. So just lots of things to think about. But gosh, oh my gosh, can you guys believe it? Like, we're almost down the river. At least on this side. Whether or not we do something over here, I don't know yet. But I think we get to here and then we see. Then we see what we haven't built yet, what we're feeling. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'm excited because I can, like, the project, the end is in sight, you know. Not that I want it to end. We still have lots of areas to detail and lots of things to do, but we're much closer to that. Yeah, I mean, traffic is busy, but I'm happy with how this is moving around. And yeah, we'll get lots of workers over here for this area. But yeah, I like the look of this office park, all the colorful buildings, and then you're looking over into the warehouses. I think that actually looks really good. We should just take a screenshot while I'm here. There we go. All right, everybody. Well, I will be back on Friday, so I will see you all then. Those of you that are overseas, it's going to be pretty late, so do not feel obligated to jump in. But yeah, it'll be my late afternoon, so. All right, everybody. Well, I hope you all have a joyful day. Thank you so much for being here. Love hanging out with you guys. Best part of my day, for sure. All right, I hope you all have a joyful day, and I'll catch you next time.